We'll be running an ad while we set up for the next game, so stay tuned. We'll be back shortly.
Okay. Alright. So I'll be starting on difficult. Time's gonna start when I select the first stage. So I'm ready in 3, 2, 1, go. So I'm starting on the moon, mostly because there is a big skip you can do. It involves not going into the UFO above me, and instead I'm gonna be taking an enemy, and he'll be damage boosting me through a wall. So actually, I have to die because I took too much damage there. So that skips going into the UFO and collecting a bunch of items. Now, I'm going to pogo while I go into the boss fight, just in case he runs to the right. And now, most of this is just going to be pogoing in the center and trying to hit him as soon as he becomes vulnerable. The second stage is going to be the Amazon. This stage also has a skip. It's called the helicopter skip. Basically, there is a helicopter that you're supposed to ride across a gap that's just barely too big for you to cross normally. Instead, I'm going to spawn a bee and use the bee to cross the gap. There's also a faster way, but it involves a pretty much pixel-perfect jump, and it's not very safe for a marathon. I also spawn a bee here so I get across that plant without taking too much time. And up here is a secret exit to the boss. Normally you're supposed to go to the right and pay money to a statue in order to go up and back to the left. Instead I fall down here and I'm automatically at the boss. Same thing goes with this boss. Mostly I'm just going to be trying to hit him as fast as possible. I went a little too fast there. And I was inside his hitbox when he became vulnerable and he hit me instead. Now because I already got rid of the treasure chest, I have to use the enemy to get back up here. So the third stage is Transylvania. This one has the most amount of RNG in the boss. Basically, the boss can fly low, fly at the middle of the screen, or fly high. If she flies high, you pretty much can't hit her, and it just wastes a lot of time. Flying either at the middle of the screen or at the bottom is what you want. Mostly middle is pretty much where you're gonna get most of the time. I actually hit her at the top there. That is very, very rare. But I also took damage, so this is gonna be rough. Okay, we survived. And basically for that top hit, she has to be at the bottom of her flight path while you're at the very, very top of your pogo. And you just have to time it so that you're right under her as that is working. Now we go straight back to Transylvania. We have to get a key in order to enter the mines. And there's really not much to say about the mines other than there's 0 RNG in this level. Anything that you lose time to is your fault. The boss itself is completely trivial once you understand the mechanics of the pogo. So anytime that a boss is flashing, they're invulnerable, you can phase right through them as long as you don't press left or right while you pogo. So this boss becomes a complete joke. Now we're coming up on the last of the main stages. This stage, it's pretty simple. I'm going to do a quick despawn by turning around, which will create the goat spawns to be in a nice pattern for me. And a little bit of swag here. Since I've already died a couple times, I want to avoid taking damage from that boulder. Normally you would damage boost through it, but also the boss of this level can be very difficult if you go for the fastest strategy. Okay, so I got a bad pattern there. If you got the best pattern, you wouldn't have to take damage there to get the hit, and I would be able to kill the boss before he got to the other side. So I beat all the levels. You think that's the end of the game. Of course not. There's one more level. All your treasure gets stolen, and you have to go back to Transylvania again to get them back. And we're going to take the same exact route that we took the first time through. But this time we're going to be fighting a different boss. We're going to be fighting Dracula Duck. Dracula Duck is also very RNG dependent. He can spawn in like one of 4 or 5 places on the screen, and depending on where he spawns, you can either get a quick double hit on him, or you have to take damage in order to get a double hit. But no matter where he spawns, you can pretty much guarantee a double hit. So let's see. Alright, that's a good one. Normally you're supposed to only get 1 hit in each round, but you can get 2. So there, he's down. Time's going to be coming up very shortly as soon as I climb the rope and touch the treasure chest. And time. What was the time? So there was one thing that you might not have noticed when after I beat Dracula Duck. I did press select, which healed me fully at the cost of $3 million. That's something that not many people notice about the game, but it is in fact a feature that you can use. So thank you for having me. It was a pretty rough run, but you know, things happen, so thank you.
We have an anonymous $6.07 donation. During DuckTales, I very much have to donate a little. Good going, watching all the way from Norway. Trying to catch what I really want to catch. Runner's choice. We have $50 from Connor. Here's to one of the most positive, exciting, and entertaining events of the year. I'll be tuning in from Ireland as much as I can during the week, especially for Maui Mallard with that fantastic soundtrack. Thanks for everything you guys are doing. We have a very generous $250 donation from the Mogmiter172. More greetings from Sweden. As a game developer, it's awesome to see what speedrunners can do with the bugs that we don't catch. Keep up the good work, and here's another $250 towards a 100% run of Chrono Trigger, the only reasonable way to play it.